Hi, guys. There always seems to be some confusion as to when we talk about dogs that are urgent, dogs that are New Hope only, dogs that are E-listed. Um, the source that we talk about when we say a dog is E-listed or in orange or urgent, New Hope only, there is an actual New Hope animal site, which is actually created for the rescues to look at in order for them to see which dogs are in need of being rescued or pulled. So I'm going to go through real quick and just show you what we have when we talk about like urgent behavior, urgent medical on here, because we have different colors now. This guy is urgent medical. Like this one here, this is New Hope only. Then we have a lot of our dogs which are on non-urgent behavior. Just means they either been at the shelter a long time, they may have a minor issue, but eventually these dogs can end up on urgent behavior. Which if we scroll down, of course, when we have some dogs that are actually on what we call the E list. The dogs that are in orange here. Now, when a dog hits orange and is E-listed, we cannot have people coming in to meet the dog. Dogs normally are on the E-list for usually maybe 24 hours. But when they are on the E-list, guys, it's too late for people to come in and say, I want to meet the dog. If you're interested in a dog on the E-list, you have to know or have already met the dog and know you want to adopt the dog. Okay, because once they hit orange from urgent, the only option is for the dog to be rescued or to have an adopter come down and just say, I'm adopting that dog. We can no longer have people say, hey, I want to look at the dog, I'm interested. Because we need to put a pull in. And by a pull, I mean we need the person's phone number and first and last name so they can verify that you are actually the one that wants to come in and adopt that dog. So that being said, when we say a dog is urgent and going to be E-listed, the dog needs to be out before that because the time on the E-list is very, very minimal. Like I said, usually they're put on at a certain time the day before, and then by the next day, they're usually euthanized. So as you can see, we have all these non-urgents. Let's see, we don't have any urgent behaviors. Urgent behaviors will be in the color green, but we don't have any right now. We do have some New Hope onlys. So when it says New Hope only, that means that one of our rescues who is a New Hope partner, which means they have to go through a few more steps to be an actual New Hope partner. Those are trusted rescues who can come and take this dog. Now, the rescue has to pull this dog. And once they do, then the dog is adopted from the rescue. So if you were interested, say, in this dog, this shepherd, we would have to get a New Hope partner to actually pull the dog, take it out of county, out of the shelter, and then you have to adopt the dog from that rescue once it's ready to go. Same with this guy. Urgent medical, we usually like rescues to take those because of the costs involved, unless we have had people rescue medical dogs and have paid for their treatment, which is fine if you want to do that. Like this guy here, this is adopted. But this is not for like the public to use, but this is what we go by when we are looking at dogs to help, to list. So that being said, when we say that a dog is urgent, say urgent behavior or medical, that means that that dog usually has 7 days or less and will be added to the euthanasia list, which is down here. So once the dog hits that, guys, we can't have people coming in and say, oh, I want to meet him. I would have come in and met him. And you have to adopt the dog, which you can do. They will allow you to do that. But it's you coming in and saying, I'm adopting the dog, not I want to take it out and, I haven't met the dog. You already know about it. You want the dog, you want to save the dog, then you can do that. So that is what we are trying to clear up, because people come in when a dog is delisted and then they're upset because they can't meet the dog. Well, when a dog is on urgent behavior, they usually give them a week, depending on space and urgency or how bad the behavior that the dog had. If he's been biting people, we're not going to be releasing human aggressive dogs out to the public. But when they have a week on urgency, that's the time to be acting and saying, I'm going to go down and meet the dog. I want to find out if I want to adopt the dog. Not when they're in orange. I understand people want to save an E-listed dog, but an E-listed dog technically, guys, is when they're urgent. They're already on their way. So when we say a dog is urgent behavior or urgent, maybe E-listed soon, we totally mean it. Dogs have been put down that people have wanted, but we explain to you that that's what needs to happen. So right when you see a dog pop up that says, hey, I'm urgent, I may be E-listed and I have 2 days, literally, that's what the dog has. We're not trying to scare people into adopting dogs or make you feel guilty. We're letting you know up front, that's what the dog has. Okay? So please, again, when we say that a dog is going to be E-listed, that's the time to ask questions and go down to county and set up a time to meet the dog. Okay? Now, if there is a dog that you want on the E-list, what we will do is we will take your name and phone number. If you say, I want, let's say, Birdie Mae, I want that dog, I'm adopting her. We will do a poll, put your name and number in, and then you can go down and adopt her. Okay, so you can still adopt these dogs, but like I said, you have to go down once they're in orange, you have to adopt. There is no just shopping around and looking and meeting dogs. Do that before they hit orange and while they're in urgent or even non-urgent behavior. All these guys need out. They've been, around a while, or they have, some behaviors that may get them, down the road when we get full, they'll be on the list. This guy got rescued. So please, again, guys, try to understand what we say when we are using these terms in our listings. We're trying to make it so where you guys don't get upset, county doesn't get upset. We want to make everybody clear on how this all works. And I wanted to give you a visual of what we see. And this is what we go by. We're not just lying and saying, oh, this dog's going to die. Because, it's, this is what we go by. And it's, it's something that we have to do. Otherwise, the shelter would be, we could never take dogs. There's just not enough space. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys understand. And please know that we're going to try to work through all this craziness going on right now and get some dogs out. So we need you guys more than ever and to help us. And we appreciate the help you guys do give and all the adopters who have adopted dogs. So, all right. Well, thank you guys.